Hello once again. My next game review might be considered slightly contentious or topical. I just want to reassure my viewers that this game was chosen completely at random, as all my games are, unless they're part of one of my little mini-series. So it is just a fluke that this came up at this particular time. All will become clear as the review starts, but the game I'm about to play is called Super Trolley. Let's load it up. So here's the front cover, and as I mentioned, this is a slightly topical choice. This game, Super Trolley, was, as it says there, I was seen on BBC TV's Jim'll Fix It, and there is a picture of Jimmy Savile. I think the less said about him the better, but basically the story behind this was that a kid wrote into Jim'll Fix It with an idea for a game and asked if Jim could fix it for him to have the game created, and Mastertronic stepped up to the plate and did so. So moving on, Super Trolley it says at the top, and it's got a picture of Jimmy Savile with a trolley full of shopping, and I'm just going to leave that there, to be honest. Spine just says Super Trolley on it, and on the back we've got some screenshots. Looks to be a sort of isometric perspective game, which fills me with dread, as most isometric games are really bloody hard. And again on the back it says as seen on Jim'll Fix It, and it's got some info about the game, usual stuff. 3-dimensional graphics, stunning sound effects and music, addictive action apparently. And it says there designed by Andrew Collitz. I assume that's the kid who wrote into Jim'll Fix It, and programmed by Icon Design. Inside we've got how to play the game, stacking shelves it seems you need to do, collect a trolley, take you through the warehouse, blah blah blah. And it's got controls, loading instructions, and inside pretty much nothing, just the other titles available thing. Right, so here's your title screen, very uninteresting, white text on a black background, says everything it needs to say, but nothing more, no effort made there at all. So let's get on with the game. And to start the game you have to do this, and I don't know what this is supposed to be, whether it's supposed to be something to do with tins or something like that, but you have to colour all these tins or these circles in with the cursor, which is shaped like a hand, and until you do that you can't start the game. So that's really strange, and not got a lot to do with shopping or working in a supermarket. Or maybe it has, I don't know, maybe it's pricing up cans of food or something. But the quicker you do it, the more of this bonus you get at the bottom, which is I think basically the score you have to start with. Okay, so I've done that and the game starts properly now, and you can see I've got to stock up soup in the supermarket, and so here I am in the supermarket, and I have to admit I had to look on YouTube on how to play this game. Luckily someone else had done a review of it, because I had no idea what was going on. I was wandering around for ages trying to find this warehouse that it mentions in the instructions, and I couldn't find it. And it turns out that is the warehouse that I was just in, and I've actually already got the thing that I need to stock up in my trolley that I'm pushing around already. So I'll just go and do that. Here's the soup aisle, which is a bit small. So what you have to do is walk to the side of the trolley, pick up your item, and it vanishes out of the trolley. You may have just noticed that. There's not much of a difference between a full trolley and an empty one. And you walk into the corner, press the fire button again, you can see it says carrying soup there, now it says carrying nothing, and that's done. And then you pick up your trolley and go back to the warehouse in the corner of the store, which the supermarket's like a maze. I don't think I've ever seen a supermarket quite like this before. And you've got these annoying old ladies walking around getting in your way all the time. So I'm back to the warehouse and I have another task, which is stock up peas. Each time you get 50 minutes to complete the task, and you can see the time there's 9:30, and that's basically the game as far as I've seen so far, is to wander around and find the right area of the store, pick up the stuff in the right area and put it on the shelves, and that seems to be it. There is some mention in the instructions about dogs and kids raiding the store and things like that. I haven't seen that, but so far I haven't got past the first day, so maybe that's what happens on day 2. I don't really know, but I think it's fair to say it's pretty tedious, as is working in a supermarket, I suppose, so at least it's a realistic simulation. And I can't find these peas anywhere. As I say, the supermarket's just like a maze. It's a horrible isometric perspective. It's really quite difficult to manoeuvre around it at times as well, because your guy just doesn't go in the right direction. And there's pet food everywhere. Big piles of pet food everywhere. Beans. You'd think peas would be next to beans, but no, steaks are next to beans. This is just getting on my nerves now already. Let's have a talk about the graphics. The graphics are naff, really. Big horrible chunky grey sprites on grey backgrounds. A little bit of effort's gone into at least colouring the various items that you've got to pick to restock in different colours. Cabbage. So I'm expecting to see green tins of peas somewhere. I haven't been in this area before. More pet food. Peas, there we go. So, there we go, peas restocked, although it didn't look like the shelves were empty anyway. And then I go back to the warehouse and do the same again. Oh, there's checkouts here as well, by the way, all of which seem to just have pet food by them. And you can actually get back to the warehouse by going to the corner of the checkouts as well. There we go, so I've got to stock up steaks. I think you get the idea. And the music, pretty dreadful, repetitive. It's really not a good game, but I am going to persevere through and try and get to day 2. Which is really slow going because it's only 10:30 at the moment in the morning. I assume I've got to work till 5. So I'm going to keep plodding through. I'm not going to make you watch it. Keep plodding through and try and get day 2 just to see if anything changes. And then shortly after that I'm probably going to switch it off as quickly as I possibly can. Because it's pretty damn awful. Quite what the guy who wrote in to Jim will Fix It to request this game thought of the finished product. I guess we'll never know, but I doubt he considers it a claim to fame. I'm just walking around in circles here. I thought I knew where the steaks were, but I just can't find them now. So, after more than 10 tedious minutes of moving this trolley around and restocking various things, including carrots on about 6 occasions and chips twice in a row, I'm now approaching 4:30, so the time is getting close to the end of the first day. I cannot tell you how boring this game is. It's ridiculously boring. Also, a couple of observations. Why am I the only person in the store with a trolley? These old ladies that are running around all over the place all we've got is little shopping baskets. If it's such a big supermarket, why has no one else got a trolley? Ridiculous. So, nearly there. Not sure what else I can really say about the game that I haven't already. I think you can already guess that I don't think it's worth the $1.99 asking price. I am getting close to the end of the first day though, so we shall see what happens. This is probably going to be my last shelf filling of the day. Steak's done, and it's now 10 to 5, so hopefully we'll soon see what happens at the end of day 1. I dread to think. Please tell me my shift finishes at 5 o'clock, otherwise I'm going to cry. Okay, I guess I'm on day 2. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock, and it looks like it's just the same old thing again. Stock up chips. So the only question is whether anything's changed in the layout of the store or anything like that. I've as yet seen no sign of these other things that might occur, like other members of staff knocking over tins of things, and dogs coming into the store and kids coming into the store and messing around. I haven't seen any of that stuff. I'm going to give it another probably minute, well basically until I've found the right place for this stuff, and then I'm going to call it a day. Interesting, as I mentioned before, there's all this pet food all over the place, but pet food is never needs to be restocked. I suppose that makes sense in a way, because why would you need to restock something that's so prevalent throughout the store? It's interesting. Actually nothing in the trolley there. Oh, are you kidding me? I seem to have messed that up. By the way, game over only occurs when it takes you so long to take something to where it's supposed to be that the manager decides to sack you. I think I'll have to wait a long time for that. Your score does also start to diminish. Stock up chips. There's nothing in the trolley though. How can I stock up chips if there's nothing in the trolley? I don't get it. The trolley's empty, everybody wants me to stock up chips. Alright. Okay, that's enough of this rubbish. Now we're going to play this game again. It will be consigned to the box of Mastertronic crap. This is the stuff that gave Mastertronic a bad name. So that'll do for that, and I'm sorry to have put you through over 10 minutes of utter rubbish.